Hey guys, we're fixing to go to Rafael's appointment for his speech and language development. So I got all my paperwork. We have to be there in 10 minutes. It's like 2 minutes away, so I'll be a little early. I've never experienced this before. Leaving 10 minutes before an appointment and being early, that's crazy to me. I like being in town though. I want you to look what Hadar did. It's so sweet. He knows that my hands don't have a lot of strength in them. Really weak compared to like the strength in my arms, like really weak. Different. I complain a lot about the parking brake being on, and we're up a hill. So he did this especially for me. No parking brake on, yeah! Israeli money. I don't know if you can see it. You can't. There. So I have 3 minutes to get there. So I'll be right on time. Perfect.
Because he learned it, or something that
he learned.
He liked.
Well, he likes to learn, yeah.
Yeah, learn.
Yeah, he's counting. I mean, he's doing a lot now. Look at this nice community. They're parking. And look at the sandstone house. That's lovely. I love that. All there is of all the houses. They're all the same. I have no clue where I'm at, but we're gonna go to a different park, a new park. And I'll tell you what the evaluation people said. This is like a walk of parks. You walk, 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 and then you get a little park. And then you walk, walk, walk some more, and you get another little park. But this is all he wants, is the slides, and there's 2 here. Oh my God, are you serious? Be careful. You stand on this and walk. There's no way. There's no way. Are you gonna get on there and walk? Yeah. Alright, go slide. This is in the shade pretty much. Hope I can talk to you without too much wind blowing in the camera. He saw a neurologist and a psychologist today, and they both said, yes, he's on the spectrum. He has 3 more people to see: behavioral, occupational, and speech. Once all of that is done, and she said it could be like the end of October before it gets done. Once all that's done, then he'll get a diagnosis. But she said, yeah, he's definitely on the spectrum, but he's very high functioning. And I talked to her about Asperger's, and they said they don't use the term Asperger's anymore. Everything's on one spectrum, autism spectrum. And she said he was definitely on it. But he was high functioning. So we'll see. And she said something about him having trouble with eye contact. And I said, no, it's very good. And she said, no, it's not. She said it's not bad, but it's not good. And I was like, really? Like, I don't notice that, because I think it's good. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's something that I overlooked. She said definitely with the echolalia, speech, definitely. And she said the prognosis is good. She said he is impressive, he's very smart, and she was very impressed by him. And she said he has very good skills, you know, because he can pretend play and stuff like that. And she said, if anything, she would say that Rafael has Asperger's. But they don't call it that anymore. It's just high functioning autism. So he's gonna get some help. And apparently I make autistic kids. I don't know. There's no autism in my family, so I don't know where that comes from. But it's not a death sentence. I already know what is to come, and I know how to parent a child with this thing. So it's good. I mean, he's still Rafael. He's not different just because they put a name on it, you know? He's still Rafael. He'll need speech to communicate, to learn how to communicate better, instead of repeating everything that he hears. What do you think? You think you're doing good? Yes. Duh. One thing she was concerned about was him running everywhere, and do you kids run everywhere? I mean, that doesn't concern me at all. The only thing that concerned me was the echolalia, because he can't communicate. You know, to get a yes or a no out of him was like pulling teeth. They noticed it right away, like, yeah, he repeats everything. And it's not just him repeating everything, it's like him using the exact words that you use, but in a different order to ask a question, but to repeat the same thing, basically. He does come up with his own thoughts, but basically after the first thought, it's just repeating. So it's hard to have a conversation with him. And that is what has bugged me for the past 6 months or something. Just the repeating, but he doesn't do anything that's annoying or, I mean, it's not, he doesn't have bad behavior. You're done sliding? His behavior is good. He's a very good kid. So it's not like anything has changed. He'll just have to get some therapy to learn his speech better. And they're going to speak to him in Hebrew, and I agreed with that. He needs to be spoken to in Hebrew to learn. So they're going to see which is going to be the best for him, whether it's like group classes. You want help down? You don't want to be up there? Are you done?
Be up here?
Oh, my camera's overheating. So they have group classes where they play together for hours. Oh. Yeah, she was worried about that too, because he does dangerous things. He doesn't do that many dangerous things though. He doesn't like go get a knife and try to stab somebody. I don't know. It's a lot of appointments, but I'm actually kind of looking forward to it because I know when Zeb went to speech, he learned how to speak very quickly. He went in saying, I love woo, and he came out saying, I love you, and I cried. But he was like 7 when he did that. But speech, I'm very much for. I think everybody can benefit from a speech class, even if you don't have a speech problem. What they do is very good. That thing's just rolling. Don't touch it, you'll get a splinter. You want to roll it? Yeah, roll it. If he stopped that though, man, he'd light himself up with splinters. Yeah, but she was like, does he walk on his toes? And I said, no. I said, no. Does he run everywhere? I said, well, yes. But I didn't think that was an issue. It is a flower. Is this a flower? Flower. Is that pretty?
Flower.
It's a fern.
Fern.
Is it pretty? You don't like how it feels? It's a fern. Then she said he may have to have OT, even though he has fine motor skills, like a lot of them, very good motor skills. And I was like, why? And then she said, oh, because of the sensory integration. I was like, he doesn't really have an issue. But then she pointed out a few things that I didn't notice, and I was like, oh, okay. So we're just gonna see what he needs and work on it. Not a big deal, I don't think. She said he would absolutely not need special ed and that he could be in regular classes with regular kids, just needs some help with safety, you know, so he doesn't run out in the middle of the street, because I'm worried about that, and so is she, because she like had him jump on her from a far distance and he was all for it, so. Do you know this guy? He's verified he must be important and he follows me. I feel super important, along with his 523 other people he's following. Okay, he's eating lunch right now. House is pretty tore up. I told Hadar, please don't put the thing down, the mattress, don't put it up, because I wanted to sleep in a little bit longer today. I'm making some hamburgers, little petite hamburgers. Yeah, he's eating eggs. Rafael's diagnosis is not like a diagnosis yet. I just want to make that clear. They can't diagnose him yet until he has like 3 more appointments or something with three other specialists. So today was just the neurologist and the psychologist. They both said, yeah, he's definitely on the spectrum, but very high functioning. He will get a exact determination, exact diagnosis the next time that he goes in, which could be late October. So that's far from now, isn't it? This is September, so that's a long time from now, but that's okay. I mean, we're still gonna be here, so it's okay. And then we'll decide his treatment, but definitely speech for sure. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but they don't speak English a lot, but they were trying to explain to me really everything in depth. I mean, I spent 2.5 hours for this appointment with 2 of the people, so it was a very in-depth appointment, and basically he played the entire time, and they had him doing certain things to see how he would respond to it, and they're like, oh yeah, that's something to be concerned about, you know, just things like that. So they noticed a few things that I didn't really notice, but for the most part, I said, is there anything else that you noticed that I haven't talked about? And she said, no, you've covered everything that we have seen to be, you know, a little bit of a problem, an issue that he can work through. She was like, I'm very impressed by him. I think the other, you know, pathologists are going to be very impressed by him. And she said, I really think he's going to do well. Like, his prognosis is really good. You know, he'll be able to speak normal. This is what she says. Soon, with help, with treatment. So that's good. He's eating his apple chips now. He's gonna go to bed soon. He's gonna take a nap. It is already 2:30. We went out to play at the park. We were there for like 2 hours at the park. I didn't realize that. He's gonna eat, take a nap, and then get up and go to gymnastics. And I'm so excited about it.
You aren't subscribed yet?
Please subscribe and like.
Comment and share. Fully Living.
Yeah, it's big now instead of being tight. Yeah, I just ironed it. No, Daddy, don't. How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, and you got Elmo?
Sweeping the floor. What